Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming to you guys again with yet another video. And today, yes, you read the title right, 2020 has been a crazy year for a lot of different reasons, and the sneaker game right now is just, it's in a funny spot. But one positive is that we get a lot of dope releases throughout the year, and just, well, a ton of releases in general. We got a lot of different options we can pick from. Now today we're gonna be talking about my top 10 sneakers of 2020 so far, and I'm gonna include everything through June. If it came out in July or forward, it's not gonna be on this list, with one exception, just because I want to get this shoe out the way. And listen, I shouldn't have to say this, but let me just say it. It is my opinion. If you don't agree with the list, or you have some other shoes that you think should be up there, hey, comment your top 3 so far of 2020 down below, and make sure you drop a like on this vid. But listen, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the list. I think the saddest thing about this list is that I only own maybe 3, maybe 4 of these shoes. The rest, a lot of L's handed out in 2022.
Yeah, I walk up in Versace, I buy all that. I walk up in the mall, I stop popping tags.
First up at number 10, and I'm gonna get this shoe out of the way. Some people probably gonna have this one a lot higher, is the Dior Air Jordan 1. The reason this shoe is so, I guess, low on this type of list is just because it's a lot of goofiness going on for this shoe, in my opinion. Whenever something is crazy hyped, has a crazy resale, the resale on these, like I said before, it's not even cracking your head past the white meat. Your arms, your legs, your head, everything is gone if you buy these for resale. You could buy 3 used Honda Civics for this, maybe 4, maybe 5, depending on the year. That's how crazy the resale is on this shoe. So if you're here for retail, hey, it was a lick, I ain't gonna lie. So again, I had this one at number 10 because it's just one of those weird, like, really unobtainable sneakers. It's not something that you can go and say, hey, I mean, I really like that shoe, I think I'm gonna cop it down the road, or try to cop it. Nah, it's kind of like if you ain't get them at that, well, 2,000 or what, 2,200 retail, it's done. It's done data. You're not getting them. Unless you just got those type of chips on the hip, hey, my bad, excuse me, go ahead and do what you gotta do. But you are not gonna be catching me spending 10, 11, 12, 14 racks on a pair of these Dior ones. They cool, but they ain't 10K cool, bruh.
I walk up in the bank like I need that. She give me half for 2 hours with her teeth fed. Niggas see me every day like what I'm beat.
Now next up for number 9, we actually got a shoe that I think is attainable. It's a good shoe, and out of JB, out of this past couple years, one of the best releases they dropped as far as leather, as far as quality, as far as the looks. And you already know what that is by the box. Yes, the UNC Air Jordan 3. This is a certified summer banger, and I know a lot of people are probably going to be getting a lot more use out of these next summer in 2021. But overall, again, quality, craftsmanship, the look, the colorway, it was just well done on this shoe. Y'all know we unbox a lot of sneakers, talk about a lot of sneakers, and we talk about a lot of Jordans too. And when I got these, honestly, I mean, it's a simple colorway, but hey, these just hit a little different for me. So at number 9, the UNC Blue Air Jordan 3 certified again summer banger. If you don't have a pair, I would recommend getting a pair before the price starts to go up and up and up. You already know how it goes.
We might pull up broad day with the kill tag. Oh, the whole game with me, shit look like gangland.
Now at number 8, this is a shoe that I still don't have. The prices have kind of just crept up. I should have bought them a long time ago when they were on the low end, and that is the Kentucky Blue or the Syracuse pair of Nike Dunks. Now there's a lot of Dunks that have dropped, like I said, Syracuse, Kentucky, Brazil, St. John's, the champ colors, and there's a lot more coming out very soon and into next year. Now this one I may end up picking up, but there has been news that the high versions of, I believe, the Kentucky Blue and the Syracuse are going to be dropping either late this year or next year. That's, rumors, leaks we talked about on the Heater Hype. So it's one of those situations where I kind of need to make a decision before I really don't want to spend the money on the shoe. Do I wait and possibly get the retro for a cheaper price? Or do I wait and then they never drop, and then at that point them joints is going for 500, 600. I think they're at 500 now, what, maybe 600, 700 by the end of the day. But listen, that's number 8, either one, Kentucky or Syracuse. Y'all know I gotta cheat a little bit on the list. So yes, that was 2 shoes at number 8.
Yeah, I got a bitch right on me. If you wanna let it go, I pop 2 of them little pills, I start flowing off the dome.
At number 7, we have a shoe that kind of came out of nowhere. There was a lot of talk about it, And it really sits this high because they brought that OG shape back of the Air Jordan 1. I'm talking about the Air Jordan 1 High Retro 85 OG, the long ass name, the varsity red joints. Now I did get to see a pair of these in person. It came in the box, came in the dust bag, everything was numbered. It was a pretty clean pair of Air Jordan 1s. And the thing with this one is that they can make more. Now that we know that they're able to retro and re-release the OG shape, one day I think we're gonna get the Chicago's in that original shape back. I don't know what day that is, I don't know what year that is, but if they did it with this one, one day we are going to get Chicago's in that 85 retro treatment. But that was number 7. Let's get to number 6.
I don't need nobody to help me do this shit on my own. I fly out to LA, I'm a long way from home, I got an F in it.
At number 6, we have another shoe with a ton of hype, and again the goofiness going on with this shoe, and that is the Chunky Dunky pair of SBs. First off, the colorway, the shoe, the materials, the theme, and especially the one with that special ice cream box is crazy. I think overall for a Nike SB, a themed SB, this is gonna be another one that's on the top of some people's list for sure. This is another one that the resale, in my opinion, kind of just sours it, because it's like, I'm not gonna be spending that much money on this shoe. Yes, I actually have seen a pair in person and they're cool. Are they $1,500 cool? Are they $2,000 cool? Nah. Not for me. I mean, it's the Chunky Dunky. You already know how it is. You already know how it goes. And, you know, the eating the ice cream out the shoes and shit, like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. Let's just get to the next one.
Everywhere I go, I keep that F in it. I don't want you, bitch, I want your best friend. Everywhere I go, I keep that F in it.
Now, at number 5, we actually do have a pair of Air Jordan 5s. And my head got kind of cracked open, maybe not past the white meat for these, but it definitely got cracked open because I was not able to grab it on Nike sneakers. But I did actually buy these locally, and I spent $640 on my pair, and that was a flat $640 too, because it wasn't on like StockX or GOAT or anything. It was just straight hand-to-hand transaction, and it was actually from one of you guys out there watching who was local, so shouts out to the homie, appreciate you. I still got them. This was actually the shoe I went to go pick up my new whip in, and that is of course the off-white Air Jordan 5, which at first I can't flex, I was not the biggest fan of. I did like them better in hand, and on feet I liked them even more. Now for me personally, I went ahead and switched them out with the cream laces. I think they look best with the cream laces, and like I mentioned before, I also like the cream because it kind of mimics the white laces in the black metallic 5s like MJ wore. So the cream, to me, the cream is the way to go on these joints right here. So these 5s right here were definitely a case of I got them in hand and I just liked them a lot more. Cairo is going crazy out in the back right now. Like I was trying to say before, and yes, he actually can fit the shattered backboards a little bit right now. Cairo, want to say what's up? Look over there, up there. Say basura. What do you think about these? These alright? They trash? How these looking to you? So yeah, this shoe is one of those cases where I definitely like them better in hand. And I seen some of y'all commenting about, oh, Bull gonna change his mind on the Union 4s when they drop. He gonna say they would look better in hand, blase, blase. No, them Union 4s, I seen the new photos and they still trash. They already have solidified their place on the worst sneakers of 2020 at the end. Trust me, Unions is on it. Even if they gotta be an honorable mention, they're on it. Now that was number 5. Let's go ahead and get to number 4. And just give me a second. Let me go put this man back in his little car.
That's the F in it. That's the F in it. Look at you walked in. Certified hitter, I can talk shit.
At number 4, we had another big Nike SB release for this year. 1 of 420 if you were lucky enough to cop a pair. And yes, that is the reverse skunk dunks. A shoe, I mean the skunks, maybe they bring that one back in a low top. I don't think they're ever gonna let that original skunk go out the vault. Definitely one of the most coveted pair of SBs so far being the skunk. So Nike knew exactly what they were doing when they dropped the reverse pair. Now I'm pretty sure that the prices on these joints are crazy. I didn't even go check. But a brand new pair of skunk dunks definitely had to be up here on the list somewhere. And at number 4, I think that's a pretty solid pick and a solid spot for him.
Got in front of me so I can flout it. Too much that charisma cause of saucy.
Now at number 3, these dropped during All-Star Weekend. Trust me, I wanted a pair. I tried for them, but I did strike out. and that is this New Beginnings pack from Jordan, which you get that Air Jordan 1 in varsity red and white, as well as the Airship. Now, me personally, you know, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Airship, but for the OG heads out there, I definitely get it. It's the first time Nike retroed that shoe, so that was dope. Now, I don't know where the resale price is right now. It's, I'm assuming, pretty crazy because it was a pack, and that's the only way you could get that Air Jordan 1 if you wanted it, or the Airship was to buy them together, unless somebody was willing to split the pack. But out of all the All-Star releases this year, this one was probably, other than the Off-White 5, at least number 1 or number 2. They could be switched out. So at number 3, we had the New Beginnings pack, Airship, first time ever being retroed, and you get a pair of Air Jordan 1s with that 85 treatment. Now at number 2, I don't think a lot of y'all were going to be picturing this one so high up on the list, or maybe even on my list at all, and that is the Strangelove SB. I should have copped this SB when it first dropped because prices right now are astronomical, bro. If you want this one right now, your head is getting cracked and you might lose a couple fingers too for the price of these bad boys right now. I just thought this was a super dope pair of SBs. I like the colorway and they're pretty wearable in my opinion. The Chunky Dunkies are cool, but it's just a really crazy and wild shoe. I don't know how many times you're really going to wear those, even though the upper on these kind of have that velour feel, which I like. You know, you can't wear them in the rain or nothing like that too crazy, but still, I think the Strangelove SBs were kind of like, not exactly low-key at first, because they definitely got hyped up, but the price kind of reflects the shoe. Would I spend over $400 for the shoe? No. So yeah, this one will probably never be added to the stacks. Now, before we get to number 1, of course, we got to have some honorable mentions. So let's get into those. Now, let's try to get through these pretty quick. First up, all black Air Jordan 4 box. You already know what the deal is. The Black Cat Air Jordan 4s coming back, another retro that we didn't expect. We got some news of, and yes, they finally did come back. This was a drop that a lot of people were waiting on, and if you don't have a pair yet, hopefully you can grab them before the price gets too high. The next one being the Aim Leon Dore 827. Listen, Aim Leon Dore and New Balance, that 827 collab, any 3 of the colorways was clean, but my favorite and the one I would put on the list is definitely going to be the white pair. Now, I also had the Yeezy Quantum, and I'm going to say the Yeezy Quantum in the original colorway. I think that shoe looks clean. On feet, they look clean, and it seems like they're pretty comfortable for a basketball shoe as well. Another quick one, a Yeezy 350 V2 at that, the Marsh. The Marsh 350s, I've seen them in person. I will be copying this shoe at some point before the end of 2024, sure. I just really like this sneaker. I really like the sole in this pair as well. I just think it's a super clean, super solid pair of Yeezys that you just don't see every day, and they're not tan. So, you know, that's a bonus too. And then the last honorable mention, and again, I know y'all gonna be like, oh, no DMPs or stuff like that. The DMP is definitely a good shoe as well, but these, when they came back, I just like this shoe in particular, the materials, the way it looked a little bit more. The DMP 6s, that nubuck was kind of So on these, of course, it is an Air Jordan 5 box. This is my brand new DS pair of fire red Air Jordan 5s, complete with the Nike Air on the back, the Nike on the bottom. I think they did a really good job on these, even going as far to get that OG shape and fix up the toe box, which I wasn't a big fan of in pictures, but in hand and on feet, the toe box just looks a lot better. It's a lot slimmer, it's a lot sleeker. It's just a better look. So as far as honorable mentions go, that's the last one, the fire red Air Jordan 5s. Now, it is time to get to my number 1. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all might have guessed it by now, seeing all the shoes I've gone through. And I think some of y'all might, you know, might be a little bit mad, might disagree with me, but at number 1, well, let's grab them. Still I've been right here, never know since. Shout out to the nights for what it cost me. Yeah. And for my favorite release so far of 2020, and I might be a little bit biased because this was a gift. My girl got it for me, and it was a shoe that, I mean, in my opinion, they're comfortable, they look clean, and it's just distinct, bro. And it got me to try out a shoe that I had never tried out before, and that number 1 shoe is inside of this box. Yes, y'all see it on the side. Y'all see the big Nike on the top. The Stussy and Nike Spirited Cage. And yes, I will be going for that new pair. Probably be going for the white pair tomorrow on Thursday. And this one is the Fossil. The materials on the uppers of these are crazy. As far as sizing goes, they fit pretty comfortably. They do run a little bit narrow, but when I put these on my feet, I could walk around these joints all day. So for a sneaker that I missed out on, it was a gift for my girl, a unique shoe, an easy to wear shoe because it's all over that Fossil beige colorway. You can wear this with a lot of different stuff. Plus the outsole is already kind of dirty looking technically because of the color. So it was just a really easy wearable sneaker, and I think these are fire. This shoe to me is a must cop, and yes, the prices have gone up. When Anna got these for me, she paid about $280, and unfortunately the price has kind of jumped on this shoe. So yeah, man, that's my number one. The last time was the Sacai Waffle. That surprised people. These unique looking runners to me, functional, dope looking. The Fossil Stussy Spiridons. So far, that's my number one, and I'm glad I actually own my number one. But listen, man, that is it. Again, leave your top 3 releases so far 2020 down below, because I'm pretty sure this one isn't gonna be up there for a lot of y'all. But that's the point of these lists. It should be a little bit personalized, and these shits is fire, bro. That's it. Point blank, period. Anyways, man, make sure you drop a like on this vid. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch. The Twitch is BulletRC, by the way. Here, there, blah blah. Of course, hold on, I got the fire right here. BulletRC, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. That's it. Stussy Spiridons. I'm out of here though. Much love. Peace.
Still I'm making plays in a way like I should.